and more. Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Not all that bad on the outside. Quite a change from what we have seen over the past few days, not only temperature-wise, but also humidity-wise. Terry Henne here at Radio Center today, along with Matthew Lester. Matt, what are we looking at on the thermometer right now?
Well, over at the airport, it's sunny at 71. In Midland, it's mostly sunny at 70. And here at Radio Center, it's sunny at 72. We have west winds at 10 miles per hour, and our pressure is 29.87, and it's rising.
Is your microphone working? There you go.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah. 71, looks like 72, Radio Center. Midland is at 70. Downtown Bay City is at 70. Everybody trying to recover from all of that rain that we've had over the past several days. Matter of fact, Matt, after the last week, unofficial reports in Bay City were almost 5 inches of rain.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of rain recently.
Yeah, and I know that I was taking a look at some of the rainfall amounts from the reporting stations, and out in the Richville area, we've had a little bit better than 3 inches to report. The Munger area just under 3, Fairgrove close to 4. Again, this is over the last week. Pigeon a little bit less, close to 2 inches, some spots a little bit more than 2, but you get over on the west side of Huron County in the Verona area, the piling ground there at Michigan Sugar. They're only looking at about 1.5 inches of rain there. Sandusky just under 4. The Linwood area right around 3, maybe just a tad under that. Freeland looking at better than 3. Ithaca looking at around 2.25 inches. Down at Michigan State University at the horticultural station, they're under 3 inches. But you get in other parts of East Lansing, they're talking well over 4, and in some cases close to 6. That's the way it's looking right now. McBain is currently looking at just a little bit better than an inch of rain. Now, over the last 24 hours, we're looking at a couple tenths, the back 40 in Richville. Some other locations, we're looking at more than that. Again, as we mentioned, the Bay City area, we've had reports of just under 0.6 of an inch. And taking a look at the airport, just over the last 24 hours, we were looking at no precipitation in the gauge there. But overall, we were talking just under 4.5 inches so far for the month of July. As we go through the day today, we're watching a low pressure system, which is over eastern Illinois, that is moving toward Toronto. So as we finish the day off, it'll be well off to the east of us. And what that will mean is we're going to be looking at mostly sunny skies. We'll have a west breeze, 10, 12 miles per hour. That's going to be it. Some shower activity across the upper peninsula because it is going to be dragging a frontal system along with it. But we're not looking at any precipitation from that system at all as we go not only through the day today, but also tonight. After a high of 78, we'll only drop down to, I want to say, about 55, which is 6 degrees below average. Quite a change from, as I said, what we've been having. And this morning, if some of you went out before sunrise, it actually was a little bit chilly. During the day tomorrow, 77 for a high, mostly sunny skies, 57 for a low tomorrow night. The low pressure system generating all the precipitation over the weekend will be over New England. We'll be looking once again at a west breeze, 5, 6, 7 miles per hour. That's going to be it. Tuesday night, mostly clear skies, 59, a west breeze under 5. It'll become southerly after midnight on Tuesday night. And during the day on Wednesday, looking at mostly sunny skies. A system, though, is going to be moving into the Tennessee Valley. And by late Wednesday, more than likely Wednesday night, there is going to be the threat of some shower activity being pushed up from that system in the Tennessee Valley. High of 83, low of 64. Then during the day on Thursday, we'll get right back into that spotty shower pattern. Partly cloudy skies, but spotty showers around. Coverage area, a little bit more coverage area than usual. Looking at a temperature of 82 with a low of 60 on Thursday night. The chances of showers will be dropping off. Friday, upper 70s. There will be a chance of a spotty shower around, decreasing in coverage area though. Upper 50s for a low on Friday night. Then Saturday and Sunday, for the most part, partly cloudy skies both days. There might be a chance of a shower late Sunday afternoon and Sunday night. Record high in this state is 100. That was set back in 1931 and tied in 2012. The record low was 47, set in 1944. A year ago today, our high was 83, our low was 64. We had no precipitation to report. A year ago at this time, we had about 1.25 inches of precipitation. As I said before, at the airport as of this morning, 4.4 inches of rain. Incidentally, one of the wetter periods of time, July the 16th, July the 17th, back in 1950, those 2 days together, we had just under 3.25 inches of rain. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, who do we have, Matthew?
Up next, we have Cody Harris from Star of the West filling in from Gary Kaufman from Star of the West.
Yep, and Doug Klein will be joining us as well. But before we get to all of that, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Castillo Painting. You know, Pete the painter, he's around right now, so it might be a really good idea if you need some painting done at your place to get a hold of him because, he can paint just about anything, and he does a really good job at doing it. Costello Painting, they specialize in all types of painting and hot rubber bin seal. Pete the Painter repairs and paints barns and roofs. Here's the telephone number for you. It's 517-667-0982 and schedule your job. Barns, grain bins, houses, as well as Morton buildings. One call does it all. Don't forget now, the calendar is filling up fast. As I said, he's in the neighborhood. Might be a really good idea to get a hold of him right now. Schedule your job. He does free estimates as well. Pete Costello Painting. Give him a call today at 517-667-0982. We say good morning to Cody Harris. Cody, good morning. How's things looking?
Well, I wish I had a little better news, but we actually took a little bit of turnaround here this morning, at least on the corn and wheat side of things this morning, Terry. But soybeans, we got a little bit of positive on the green side of things, I should say, for soybeans here this morning. I guess diving right into it, we got cash wheat that's down 7, 620 on the white, 570 on the red. New crop 24 wheat that's down 7 as well, 691 on the white, 621 on the red. Looking over at cash corn, that's down 5 at 507. New crop corn that's down as well at 449. And looking over at soybeans, cash soybeans are up 2 at 1492, and new crop soybeans are up 4 at 1310.
So my guess is that a report came out. First of all, it showed that less corn acreage. Is that what we were looking at?
Well, we were looking at a little bit less corn acreage, yeah, but I think the topic this morning that's really been shooting around is Russia backed out of the grain deal this morning, Terry, Ukrainian grain deal. So that really sent the markets flying here on the overnight, and then all of a sudden it flipped at about 9:30 this morning and kind of settled back down. So I think these markets are trying to chase what that really means as far as grain shipments in and out of that region. I think I looked this morning, President Zelensky of Ukraine, they said that they're going to try to make everything happen so that grain keeps moving through there, and that really kind of softened these markets. So that's really what the market's looking at here this morning, Terry.
Yeah, and again, we're looking at a weather market. It does appear right now as though some of the long range, not all of them, but some of the long range forecasters are thinking that the central part of the country is going to begin to dry down a little bit.
Oh, yes, I talked to a couple guys this morning, a couple brokers here this morning. That's what they're saying, and everyone's kind of looking. They're expecting maybe a little increase in the good to excellent here this afternoon on our crop ratings report. But like you said, kind of looking at that long range forecast, we might get back to that drier weather, and that's definitely maybe a concern as we move forward for sure.
It sure looks that way. Cody, you take care. Have a good day, okay?
You as well. Thank you.
You bet. Cody Harris over at Star of the West. A little bit more as far as what the markets are doing, not only the ag markets, but some of the other related issues. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us. The market report brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline. This is the best time of the year. New Ram truck inventory is in at Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth. So if you're in the market for a new Ram 1500, a Ram heavy duty pickup, a ProMaster van, or a Ram commercial truck, and you want to buy with confidence from a dealer that knows what customer satisfaction truly is, now's the time to stop by Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, where family and service sells cars. And by the folks at Frankenmuth Bank, serving the needs, or I should say Thumb Bank, serving the needs of farmers for well over 125 years. They've got 2 locations in Bay City and 11 other locations throughout the Great Lakes Bay region and Michigan's Thumb. Thumb Bank and Trust, where relationships are built on trust. We say good morning to Doug Klein. Doug, ever-changing markets within a matter of minutes today.
Yeah, right. You don't blink.
No. Not a good way to go if you got to flinch.
Holy mackerel, no. Well, there's a lot of red today, mostly red today. Stock market's holding up okay. They're looking for earnings to start this week, and I think the banks are going to have okay earnings just because they always generally do in this kind of a market. So, like I said, they're kind of positive. I saw that Ford was going to cut the price on the Lightning, that's their electric pickup, to under $50,000 on the base. So that's kind of interesting. I kind of sort of remember them getting over 100,000 for them not all that long ago. The dealers were marking them way up above MSRP. So I guess that ship has sailed, so to speak. Like we said, don't blink because things change in a hurry nowadays. I saw a video today. I got to tell you. Yesterday, I saw this video of a combine. It had 24 corn rows. I couldn't believe it. The thing
Really?
was 75 feet wide, and it was silver. So I know it wasn't one of the big ones around here, but I'm like, holy mackerel!
Yeah.
That grain bin stretched all the way across the whole 75 feet. It must have held thousands of bushel of corn. I couldn't believe it.
High 6 figures there.
Man, I gotta
If
believe
not
it.
7.
I gotta believe it.
Wow.
Yeah, what the heck? Go big or go home.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, anyway, so here's your numbers. The September corn is 501 1/4, down 5 1/4. December corn 508 1/2, down 5 1/4. The August soybeans 1484 1/2, up 4 1/4. November soybeans 1377, up 6 1/4. The September wheat is 653 1/2, down 8 cents. And December wheat 673 1/2, down 7 1/4. Crude oil is at 74.63, down 79 cents. Heating oil is 257, down 2 3/4 cents. Gasoline is 262.17, that's down 2 1/4 cents. Natural gas 252.80, that is down 0.2 of a penny. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar. U.S. dollar buys $1.31.72 Canadian, that's down 44 ticks. The dollar buys 139 yen, that's up 27 ticks. The euro's at 112.30, up 3 ticks. The dollar's at 99.91, also up 3 ticks. Gold is at 1956.60. That's down $7.80. Silver's 24.87, down 14 cents. Platinum's at 990.60. That's up $6.30.
All righty. You have a good one, Doug.
Cool.
We'll talk to you tomorrow. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. A little bit earlier, Matthew, I slipped tongue just a little bit. I said Frankenmuth. I was going to say Frankenmuth Credit Union is what I was going to say. Those folks, along with Nutrient Ag, are inviting everyone to come on out to the annual Munger Potato Festival. That's going to be not this week, but next week, starting on Thursday through Sunday, the last weekend of the month of July. Tomorrow, we're going to celebrate a little bit early. We're going to be giving away free potatoes and better made chips. That's going to be over on Center Avenue in the Essexville, Bay City area. The parking lot of Shirts, Mugs, and More. We'll be over there about 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we'll give them away till they're all gone. So fresh grown potatoes from the Munger area, and also potato chips, better made chips. Stop by, say hello, and pick up your chips and have yourself a great day. Also, while we're on the subject of food, we want to mention the Michigan Fruit Pie Competition. That's going to be on August the 1st. It'll be held at the Saginaw County Fair. Along with us, we have Michigan Sugar, Star of the West Milling, and American Crystal Sugar Beets presenting the Michigan Fruit Pie Competition at the Saginaw Fair. You want to be a part of it, or you want to win one of 3 cash prizes, all you have to do is send us your favorite homemade baked fruit pie recipe using Pioneer Sugar to me, Henne at WSGW.com. For more information on the registration, all you got to do is go to the WSGW website, WSGW.com. Along with me, Vic Huffer with Freeland Bean and Grain. Vic, good morning. How are you?
Good, Terry. How are you doing?
Good. You can put away the raincoat. Not going to have to worry for a few days. What has this done to the crops out in our area, Vic?
Well, some of the crops like corn and sugar beets can take quite a bit. We all know that. I think the biggest issue that we're facing right now is probably a lot of the wheat left in the field. I was surprised driving around a little bit over the weekend how many fields are actually out there, or portions of fields are out there. The red wheat seems to take this weather a little bit better than the white wheat does. But I was talking to a couple growers that have got some wheat around us that's white wheat, and they're pretty worried. They're pretty worried that we might be in the situation where falling numbers might start going down. I can't say that for certain until they get in there, but it's definitely something to be conscious of. So
I was kind of curious about that because I know some guys went in before the rainy season started. I call it that. I don't know what kind of moisture they were getting, but from what I understood, it wasn't all that bad, and the quality, test weight, and everything was surprisingly good, and the yield was surprisingly good.
If you'd have told me a month ago that we'd be seeing 80-plus bushel yields on wheat, I don't think I would have ever believed it. I figured a lot of the sandier ground, a lot of that wheat would not be showing much yield at all. And there were some areas in the field where people said their yield monitors went down into the teens and 20s, which is understandable. You're going to see some spots where the wheat got hurt. But they said in the areas where the wheat was good, they were surprised what the yield monitor was reading. I talked to a few growers over in the Auburn area that bring us some red wheat every year, and they said that they were very happy, very satisfied with what wheat yields were this year. I think probably even to the tune of more than just satisfied. The other thing I think we're seeing right now is some of the lawyers on edible beans. They're definitely taking a hit. When I drove yesterday, my wife and I went to Bay City yesterday, and driving over that way, you could see some spots in the field where the low areas where beans were hurt. That's definitely, dry beans don't like a lot of moisture anyway. And if the temperature gets too hot, it tends to cook those. We call it cook those areas of the fields.
Now, are we looking at real quickly any infestation issues, or are we looking more along the lines of fungus right now?
I think white mold is going to be a big thing. The biggest issue we're going to have is getting into spray any crops because of the wet weather. I think that's going to be the big thing in dry beans and soybeans that we could be seeing. Tar spot, that remains to be seen. We're a ways off from that yet. What we need to be really concerned about, sugar beets, there's always a risk of that. That's why we spray them, sometimes 8, 9, 11 times a year, depending upon the grower and the type of the sugar beet. But right now, I think the biggest thing, we saw some issues with some aphids around in soybeans, but they were very selective to fields, not all over. There was a lot of other insect pressure in the fields that were your beneficials that were eating the aphids as fast as they could. So I don't think it was a big issue with the spray really widespread. With some of the cooler temperatures at night and the amount of rainfall we're seeing, I don't think they're going to be persistent. What we've seen in the past, normally when we get these kind of conditions, we tend to, the soybeans tend to outgrow the aphids.
Very good. Victor, thank you so much. I really appreciate your input. You take care. Have a great day,
Yep.
Okay?
You too, Terry. Thank you.
You bet. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Don Ellens, owner of Ellens Equipment. After 70 years, Ellens Equipment has grown from a single store in a small town to 3 locations across central and northern Michigan. I'm very passionate about service and doing what it takes to keep our customers going. As we grow, we are looking for more technicians to add to our service team to provide our customers with the quality and service they deserve. If you have that same passion and want to join our team, please apply at ellensequipment.com/jobs.
Vic mentioned a little bit earlier about the precipitation, and as far as the wheat is concerned, it does look as though we're going to have a nice drying period with a little bit lower humidity. So I think for our producers, that is really going to help. And with fingers crossed, I hope you're able to get that wheat off. Farm Service Today brought to you by the folks at Ed Raymond & Sons, quality clothing and shoes since 1919. Red Wing shoes, Stormy Cromer accessories, the Carhartts. It's all available right now at 151 West Broad Street in Chesaning, open 7 days. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kafin. A desperate search intensifies after weekend flooding outside Philadelphia.
The search will continue for the 2 children who are still missing.